Hey everyone, I'm here today to talk to you about the floating deadlift. This is a great drill I learned from Tony Gentilcore and Greg Knuckles, and what it does is helps people understand how to make the bar part of them by using the weight of the bar to pull them into the start position so that you can, one, avoid your hips hiking up early at the start of the pull, or two, avoid your back rounding early at the start of the pull. You can do these with either kettlebells or a barbell and plates. For the sake of today, I'm going to do this with a conventional stance because that's my default stance that I lift with. And before we go any farther, we want to talk about what you're going to do to set up. So instead of setting up in your traditional start position, you're going to shift yourself forward a little bit so your hips are a bit higher and your shoulders are more forward of the bar. From there, you're going to pull the slack out of the bar, so pull the click out of the bar. Then rock back, dropping your hips, pulling your chest up so that the weight of the bar gets pulled off the floor. And what should happen if you do this right is by the time the bar is floating, you are in your start position. From there, you can just drive your feet right through the floor, stand up, and come back down. The whole thing all put together looks something like this. So as you can see, when I got into my start position, the bar was already off the ground. From there, all I have to do is just stand up. These are great to do as part of your warm-up for your deadlifting sessions themselves. And what I encourage people to do is do them in a singles fashion, so not singles night at the bar, but one at a time fashion, so as to avoid any inconsistencies in setup. So you just want to make sure you're using this drill for the right job it's intended for, which is to help you, A, iron out any kinks in your setup, and B, make sure that when you're driving your feet through the floor at the initial stage of the lift, that there's no leaks at any one point. So i.e. those things I talked about before, either the butt shooting up or the back rounding at the start are both signs that there's some kinks that haven't quite been worked out in the initial setup, and this is a great drill to help you do that. Let me know what you think if you try this drill out next time you're deadlifting. We'll have another tip for you next week, and happy lifting.